How to survive from animal attack. Animal attacks are one of the most terrifying survival situations to find yourself in. From large animals like gorillas, bears, and sharks, to smaller ones like snakes, crocodiles, and scorpions, you need to know how to protect yourself from these wild animals. When you're in the wild, you always have to consider having some sort of protection from animal attack. Normally, their first reaction is to flee. If attacks do occur, then it's usually a result of the animal feeling threatened in some way, such as when a mother bear is trying to protect her cubs. Attacks can also occur out of sheer desperation, such as when the animal's natural food is unavailable. Man-eating tendencies probably came about as a result of attacking a human out of desperation and then discovering that humans are relatively easy creatures to kill. With insights from survival experts and wildlife specialists, we'll cover the essential techniques for defending against bears, snakes, lions, and other apex predators. In this video, we will tell you how to identify warning signs, employ evasive maneuvers, and use the right equipment to increase your chances of survival. Come and join us. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and share your opinions about this amazing video in the comments below. 1. Gorillas. Gorillas, the largest primates in the world, can stand up to 6 feet tall and weigh upwards of 400 pounds. They're normally very peaceful animals, but a dominant silverback male has the strength of several men and isn't afraid to use it to defend his troop. Gorillas are territorial, and when you invade their personal space, they tend to take it as a challenge. They'll likely begin to make noises, pounding their chests and posturing. You, however, should make yourself as small as possible by crouching low, avoiding their gazes, and slowly backing away. Should you fail to convey a submissive attitude, the gorilla's next move is likely to be an attack. Mountain gorillas sometimes feel insecure and charge during the observation hour. While trekking or habituating gorillas, rangers highly advise tourists to slowly step back away steadily from the area of the gorilla scene. Never attempt to run away from a charged gorilla, because they will run after you to attack, and no human beings can win a gorilla fight. You can fall on the ground and show that you have accepted the defeat. It's advisable to crouch down, keep calm, respectful, quiet, bend down, lower yourself on the ground, and make yourself smaller than a gorilla. If a gorilla sees that you are not interested in challenging them, they will calm down and they will not see any reason to attack. Roundelay. To survive a mountain gorilla attack is by being brave and acting like another mountain gorilla. When a charged gorilla comes near you, you can do so by chewing vegetation, napping on the ground, plucking leaves, throwing and breaking some vegetation. This will show the gorilla that you are not hostile and aggressive. You can act like forest dwellers, and a gorilla will then lose interest in attack. Mountain gorillas may attack trekkers very closely, and if there is no option of stepping back and crouching, trekkers are advised to show their teeth to a charged gorilla and scream, as this will by chance scare the gorilla away, thinking you are another wild gorilla. For unclear reasons, mountain gorillas don't like to be looked in the eyes directly, and in case they charge at you, you are advised to pretend as if you are not interested in seeing them. Avoid direct eye contact, and this will make them lose interest in attacking you, thus calming down. 2. Grizzly bears. There's a lot of conflicting advice about surviving bear encounters, in part because there are so many types of bear. Grizzlies are large and arguably the most dangerous. If one gets near you, don't try to intimidate it. Talk calmly while acting submissively, then try to slowly back away. If, however, the bear you encounter is a black bear, you should try to intimidate them by standing up tall and making noise while carefully backing away. Stop, remain calm, back away slowly while speaking in a calm voice. You are trying to show the bear that you are being submissive and yielding to his territorial supremacy. Do not turn your back on the bear or run. That will stimulate an attack. Avoid direct eye contact because that is considered an act of aggression. A grizzly might bluff charge or not. If it lowers its head and pins ears back, it's coming. Lie face down on the ground, cover your head with your arms and hands, and play as dead as possible. You might be bit or clawed, and then the bear might leave or not. If it does attack, get in the fetal position and play dead. If the bear continues to maul you, in spite of your playing dead, you might have to fight for your life using any available weapon, knife, stick, rock, fingernails, focusing your counterattack on the bear's eyes and nose with as much violence as you can muster. 3. Snakes. Getting bitten by a snake can be absolutely horrifying. Not only is the attack itself painful and terrifying, but also because the average person can't identify a snake on sight, meaning that the possibility of venom often remains a foreboding question mark. The problem with snake attacks is most of the time you don't know they've happened until you've already been bitten. The best option is to avoid this in the first place and wear protective clothing when in snake territory. This is normally only necessary around the lower legs, as this is the target for over 99% of all snake bites. If a snake is in attack mode and ready to strike, slowly walk away from it, but don't turn your back or take your eyes off it until you've already been bitten. The best option is to avoid this in the first place and wear protective clothing when in snake territory. This is normally only necessary around the lower legs, as this is the target for over 99% of all snake bites. If the snake is 5 or more meters away, it would be safe to start running if necessary, as most snakes aren't very fast. A python can only move around 1 mile per hour, and an anaconda can only reach about 5 miles per hour, but there are a few exceptions to this rule. The black mamba can move up to 12 miles per hour, and the fastest snake on Earth is the sidewinder, which can reach up to 18 miles per hour on open ground, though the chances of meeting a snake that can move faster than you can run is very small. If someone does get bitten, then don't try to suck the poison out. This will not only fail to remove the poison, but will allow extra bacteria to enter the wound and leave someone with venom in their mouth. Instead, wash the wound with soapy water and tie a tourniquet above it until professional medical help can be found. 4th, lion. You should do everything possible to avoid getting up close and personal with a lion in the wild unless under the guidance of a professional. If you come across as weak around a lion, you become potential prey. Instead, you should make yourself appear as large and confident as possible by standing up tall and speaking loudly. Eye contact and noise like clapping is crucial, as it shows confidence. Doing all of this, slowly back away. Don't run. Try not to freak out too much. Keeping calm and thinking clearly could save your life. Knowing what to expect can help you keep your cool. For instance, it will likely roar as they get closer. Don't race around. Stay where you are. You need to take charge and show it that you can be dangerous. Turn so that you are parallel to the lion as you clap your hands, yell, and swing your arms. You'll look bigger and scarier to the lion. Lions' habits change depending on where they are. Those in high traffic areas are less likely to be aggressive toward humans because they are used to seeing cars. However, many of them have had ancient human contact with fighting. If you act dangerous, they will run away from you. Turning your back on a lion is a bad idea. Keep moving away from the lion while swinging your arms. If you try to outrun the lion, it may sense your panic and give chase. Keep your menacing stance as you back away from the lion. It's not a good idea to hide in thick brush or a forest. Consider relocating to a less densely populated area instead. Do not get on the ground if the lion makes an attack gesture. It could potentially attack if the aforementioned safety measures fail. If this happens, you must stay on your feet. Your face and neck will be the lion's primary points of attack. 5. Elephant. Elephants are among the largest and most powerful animals on the planet. These beautiful, unique creatures are often depicted as gentle giants in popular media, a reputation only worsened by tourism that allows you to get up close and personal with them in captivity. While they are generally docile animals, their power and size mean that even a slight interaction with an angry elephant can have deadly consequences. In fact, they are responsible for hundreds of fatalities each year. The most dangerous encounters typically occur when elephants are found in close proximity to human populations. These incidents often arise from surprise encounters, blocked paths, or mistaken aggression. When in elephant territory, respect their space, and if you must observe them, do so from a safe distance. Pay attention to local advice and guides who understand elephant behavior. If an elephant flares its ears, trumpets loudly, or mock charges, it's warning you to back off. In these situations, retreat slowly without turning your back and remain calm so that you can present yourself as non-threatening. If an elephant charges with intent, running in a zigzag pattern can make it harder for them to catch you. Find large obstacles such as boulders or trees to protect you from the sheer size and weight of the animal. Climbing higher can also help, as elephants are less adept at step ascents, although they can certainly knock down a tree. Always remain calm and remember that elephants prefer avoiding humans when possible. It's our actions that often escalate conflicts. 6. Sharks. Despite their reputation, sharks don't attack humans nearly as often as you've been led to believe. Not even great whites. If they do confuse you for prey, however, you need to keep your wits about you, because panicking and frantically swimming away will only make you look more like prey. Face the shark and slowly swim backwards away from it. Should it come in close and attack, aim for the eyes and gills, the two most vulnerable areas on the shark. The more you make it clear that you're no easy meal, the quicker and more likely the shark is to leave you alone. Sharks are often feared, but the truth is that only a small fraction of shark species are dangerous to humans. Bull sharks, tiger sharks, and great white sharks are among the most dangerous types of sharks. These creatures are territorial and have powerful bites that can cause severe damage. In 2023, there were only about 14 confirmed shark-related deaths worldwide. Still, these attacks can be traumatic, often occurring when sharks mistake humans for prey or feel threatened. To avoid getting attacked by a shark, avoid swimming during dusk and nighttime when sharks are active. Refrain from wearing shiny jewelry, which may attract sharks. And do not enter the water if you have an open wound. In the event you do catch a shark's attention and it seems to be heading your way, avoid splashing and sudden movements, which can further provoke it. If a shark does attack you, the key is to fight back. Sharks are, of course, excellent swimmers and can outswim you easily. If they do confuse you for prey, however, you need to keep your wits about you, because panicking and frantically swimming away will only make you look more like prey. Face the shark and slowly swim backwards away from it. Should it come in close and attack, aim for the eyes and gills, the two most vulnerable areas on the shark. The more you make it clear that you're no easy meal, the quicker and more likely the shark is to leave you alone. 7. Wolves. Wolves are highly intelligent predators, and their pack hunting strategy can make them formidable. In regions like North America, Europe, and Asia, wolves are occasionally encountered by humans, usually in rural areas. Most wolves will avoid human interaction, but when they feel threatened or are protecting their pack, they can become aggressive. There are many types of dangerous wolves, but the majority of human attacks by wolves are linked to rabies outbreaks, as rabid wolves are more likely to attack humans. When in wolf territory, keep food stored securely, as the smell can lure wolves. If you encounter a wolf, do not run. This can trigger a chase, in which case the wolf is likely to outrun you. Instead, make yourself look as intimidating as possible. Maintain eye contact and make yourself appear larger by standing tall, raising your arms, or opening your jacket. Back away very slowly while keeping the wolf in sight. Never turn your back. If the wolf attacks you, use a weapon, stick, rock, backpack, or any nearby object to defend yourself. If no tools are available, fight back with your arms and legs, trying to protect your own neck and face. Target the wolf's sensitive areas like the eyes and snout, and make loud noises to make yourself seem more intimidating and deter the animal. Wolves are more likely to retreat when they feel threatened. When you are safe, seek medical attention immediately, especially for potential rabies exposure. Hippos. Hippos are among the most dangerous animals in Africa, responsible for an estimated 500 deaths annually, according to the BBC's Wildlife magazine. Despite their herbivorous diet, hippos are territorial and highly aggressive, especially in and around water. They are known to charge at boats or capsize them, and typically attack anything perceived as a threat to their space. On land, hippos are deceptively fast too, capable of running up to 30 kilometers per hour. Their massive size combined with their sharp tusks make them a formidable threat. To reduce the risk of a hippo encounter, avoid lingering near riverbanks or approaching groups of hippos, especially those with calves. If you see a hippo, try to quickly leave the area, especially if it seems to have noticed you and has its mouth open. Most attacks occur when humans inadvertently come too close to a hippo's territory. If a hippo charges at you while you're on land, running in a zigzag pattern can be effective. Seek shelter behind large objects, as hippos will often lose interest if they encounter obstacles. If you are in the water and a hippo charges, your options are more limited. Hippos have poor underwater vision too, so are less likely to perceive you as a threat if you minimize movement and stay low. This can buy you precious moments to escape or avoid. 9. Crocodile. Crocodiles are among the most dangerous reptiles in the world. With a powerful bite force of over 3,000 pounds per square inch and their stealthy hunting tactics, they are responsible for roughly 1,000 fatalities annually. These predators are opportunistic and often attack with little warning, making them a significant threat in areas where humans and crocodiles cross paths. This is why folks are often warned to avoid waters known to harbor crocodiles. Heed local warnings and avoid washing or fishing near these water's edges, as they are ambush predators that can strike with incredible speed. If attacked, fighting back is crucial. Crocodiles tend to latch onto their prey with their strong jaws, which are designed to hold and crush. Once they bite down, they rarely let go. To force a release, aim for their eyes or nostrils. These are some of the few vulnerable points on their heavily armored bodies. Striking these areas can cause pain or confusion, potentially prompting the crocodile to release its grip. Quick and targeted actions to these areas increase your chances of survival. If you get pulled into the water, your situation becomes more critical. This involves spinning rapidly while holding their victim in their powerful jaws, which can disorient, injure, or drown the target. Underwater, try to hold your breath and focus on targeting the croc's vulnerable points, including the palate at the end of the croc's mouth. Hitting this area might give you a brief moment to escape. Swim to the surface and get back to shore quickly to seek medical attention. 10. Dogs. Every year in the United States, about 14,000 people are hospitalized with dog bite injuries, and in an attack, you might have to face more than 1 or 2 dogs. Fatal multi-dog attacks involving more than 3 dogs have risen 164% since the late 1980s. In 2019, attacks involving more than 3 dogs caused 38% of all deaths, and pit bulls were involved in 78% of those attacks. Dangerous dogs. If a dog attacks you, trying to run away is not likely to help. Most likely, you will not be able to outrun a dog, and running away can awaken a dog's prey instinct to chase and catch you. And dogs who hurt people most likely do so because of their ancestry. These dogs were bred for hunting, working, and baiting large animals like bulls. People encourage those dogs' aggressiveness and bred them for their aggressive traits to help them better perform their tasks. If an aggressive dog confronts you, the most important thing to do is to stay calm. It's normal to feel fear or anxiety, but don't give in to it, and don't start yelling or kicking at the dog. It's like psychological warfare. An aggressive dog wants you to be stressed out before it attacks. So if you remain calm and in control, it slows the dog down and messes up its plans. Stay calm and assertive. That lets the dog know that you are not afraid, and it demands the dog's respect. When the dog senses that you are not threatening it and you are not threatened by the dog, it will probably lose interest. Then the situation is likely to de-escalate. Avoid direct eye contact with an aggressive dog. Instead, stand slightly sideways, which also makes you a narrower target and keep the dog in your peripheral vision. Making eye contact may incite the dog to lunge at you. And if it does lunge, protect your face, chest, and throat. Thanks for reading. Hopefully you liked the video and learned some things about preventing animal attacks. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also give your comments. Enjoy the great outdoors and stay safe.